All right, let's talk about something we use literally every single day, but probably never think about: media files. We're going to pull back the curtain on the unsung heroes of our digital world, the containers. They're the secret sauce that makes sure your videos play, your music sounds right, and everything just works. Now, just so you know where we're getting all this great information, this explainer is based on part 3 of a 10-lesson course all about digital signal processing, encoding, and compression, the whole shebang. It's from Virtualization Options LLC, and we're focusing on the part that really breaks down how our media files are put together. I mean, seriously, have you ever stopped to think about it? You see those file names all the time, right? .mp4, .mkv, .mov. You just double-click and boom, magic happens on your screen. But what's actually going on inside that one little file? What makes it all tick? Well, that's exactly what we're about to find out.
Okay, so let's get right into it. To really get what a media file is, you have to look past the icon on your desktop. We've got to peek inside, and trust me, there's a lot more going on under the hood than you might think. Think about it like this. When you order something online, you don't just get the item, right? You get the box it came in with all the padding, the shipping labels, the instructions. A media file is exactly the same way. There's the actual content, and then there's the packaging that holds it all together. And to make this crystal clear, we're going to use a really simple analogy for this whole explainer. I love this one. The chef and the bento box. It's a perfect way to picture the two most important parts of any media file you've ever used. So here's the absolute key difference. The codec, that's your chef. It takes all the raw ingredients, these massive, uncompressed video and audio files, and it cooks them down. It compresses them into a size that's actually manageable. The container, on the other hand, is the bento box. It doesn't cook anything. Its job is to neatly organize all those different dishes into their own little compartments so you can enjoy the whole meal together. The word codec literally comes from mashing together two words, coder and decoder. It's the set of rules, the algorithm, that does all the heavy lifting. It shrinks the data when you save a file and then expands it back out when you hit play. It's the mathematical wizardry that makes streaming high-def video over the internet even possible. And the container? Well, that's the file format itself. That's the bento box we were talking about. It's the structure that holds everything together. It takes the compressed video from one chef, the audio from another chef, maybe a subtitle track from somewhere else, and bundles them all into that single, tidy file you see on your computer. So we know the container holds stuff, but its job is way more active than just being a box. It's a digital organizer, and it's doing a bunch of critical jobs behind the scenes to give us that smooth playback experience we all just expect. And you can see its to-do list is pretty long. First, yeah, it bundles all those streams together. But then, and this is absolutely crucial, it synchronizes them, making sure the sound and picture line up perfectly. No one wants to watch a movie where the lips are out of sync, right? It also stores all that extra info, the metadata, like chapter markers or the creation date. And finally, it's what allows you to do cool stuff like switch audio languages or turn on subtitles. It's the master coordinator. Let's look at a super common real-world example. When you open an MP4 file, you're not opening just one thing. You're opening an MP4 times container. And inside that container, you might have video that was cooked up by the H.264 codec, some audio that was compressed by the AAC codec, and a simple text file for your subtitles. The MP4's one and only job is to present all of that to you together, perfectly timed. Now, just like you wouldn't ship a diamond ring in a giant wooden crate, there are different types of containers for different jobs. It's not a one-size-fits-all situation. There's a whole family of them, each with its own strengths. Let's do a quick meet and greet with the big players. You've got MP4, that's the popular one. It works everywhere, especially on the web. AVI is kind of the old-timer. It's simple but not as flexible. Then there's MKV. This is the favorite for media buffs because it's super flexible and can hold just about anything, perfect for high-quality movie files. And of course, MOV is Apple's baby, built for professional video editing in their world. So after all of this, you might be asking, why should I care? Well, because understanding the container, the bento box, helps you understand your entire media experience. It's the invisible framework that makes it all possible. You know, this quote from the source material just nails it. It's the perfect summary. The codec is all about how the media gets shrunk down, while the container is all about how that shrunken data gets organized. Two totally different jobs that create one seamless result.
And at the end of the day, all of this incredible complexity, multiple data streams, timing information, metadata, it's all completely hidden from you. The container's greatest achievement is its own invisibility. It does all the hard work so that all you see and all you have to click on is one single file. So next time you're watching a movie and the audio is perfectly in sync with the video, yep, you can thank the container. Every time you switch over to the director's commentary track or jump to your favorite scene using a chapter marker, that is the container at work. It's the silent partner making your media experience awesome. And that brings us to a final thought, kind of looking forward. Today's containers are built to hold video, audio, and subtitles. But as we head into things like virtual reality, augmented reality, and all kinds of interactive media, what new dishes will tomorrow's bento box need to carry? Multiple camera angles? Interactive data layers? You gotta believe the evolution of the humble container is far from over.